Hello everybody. So this is section 4.4 from the book. We're adding and subtracting polynomials. So let's try some examples. So we've basically done this before. Now we're just going to see some different formats. So 62 says add, and we're given a vertical alignment here. And so we're just going to combine like terms like we normally would. So 2w plus w, right? We're adding once again, so that's just going to be 3w, right? Remember there's an invisible 1 there, so 2 plus 1 is 3. The coefficient changes, but the exponent doesn't, right? Or the variable part doesn't. Okay, so then now we have negative 8 plus 3, so that's negative 5. So 3w minus 5, excuse me. All right, 64, now we're subtracting. So now we're going to do 4x minus 2x, which equals 2x. And we're going to do 3 minus positive 9, right? Or minus 9, so that's going to be negative 6. So we get 2x minus 6. 66, we're adding. S plus s is 2s. Remember there's invisible 1s in front of both, so we're adding 1 plus 1. And then the second part we have negative 6 plus negative 1, which is negative 7. So 2s minus 7. 68. So now it says subtract once again, and so we're going to subtract negative 5n minus 3n, right? So that's going to be negative 8n. And then here we have 2 minus negative 4, right? So 2 minus negative 4 is really 2 plus 4, so it'll be positive 6. Okay, so just to show 2 minus negative 4, it's going to be 2 plus 4. All right, so careful with the signs, and make sure you read carefully whether you're adding or subtracting. But hopefully that makes a lot of sense. All right, so in these examples they want us to add and subtract, but they're not giving it to us in a vertical arrangement, but they want us to arrange the polynomials vertically, right? So we're going to do that. So number 70, we want to add negative x squared plus 4x minus 6 and 3x squared minus x minus 5. So I'm going to align those vertically. So I'm going to take negative x squared plus 4x minus 6, and then I'm going to align the like terms. So 3x squared minus x minus 5. Okay, and remember we're adding, so I'm just going to add vertically. So negative x squared plus 3x squared is excuse me, positive 2x squared. Then we have 4x plus negative x, which is positive 3x. And then we have negative 6 plus negative 5, which is negative 11. So there it is. All right, 72 we're subtracting, right? So I'm going to take, so it says subtract this from this, right? So that means, so we start with this one and we're subtracting this one from it, right? So we put the second one on top actually, so be careful with that. So negative 2b cubed plus 7b squared. Now notice how there's not a b to the first power, so I'm just going to leave that spot open. You actually could put plus 0b and then minus 9, right? So then for the second one, I'm going to put b cubed. Now this one doesn't have a b, this one doesn't have a b squared, right? So I'm going to put the 0b squared here. And you don't necessarily have to write that in, but just kind of help you show. You definitely want to line up your like terms, right? All right, so now I can subtract. So negative 2b cubed minus b cubed, right? Let me just put parentheses here. So I'm subtracting. And so this becomes negative 3b cubed, right? Then I have 7b squared minus 0b squared. So that's just going to be 7b squared. Then I have 0b minus negative 4b. So when I minus a negative, I'm really going to add. So it's going to be positive 4b. And then I have negative 9 minus negative 2. So that's negative 9 plus 2, which is negative 7. All right. So that's how we add and subtract. Kind of set them up ourselves vertically. All right, so 74, 76, this group, we're doing the same thing, except now they're not giving us the words, they're just giving us an expression, but we still expected to align them vertically and then operate. So for 74, subtracting this polynomial, x to the fourth minus 3x squared plus 2 minus 3x to the fourth minus 2x. So I'm going to set up x to the fourth. I'm going to leave a space for the x cubed term since I don't have one. Negative 3x squared. Leave a space for the x term. And then plus 2. Alright, so then subtracting. So I'm going to put 3x to the fourth here. And then I'll leave a space for the cubed term, the squared term. And we get minus 2x. And leave a space for the constant. Alright, so now that we lined them up, I'm just going to operate. X to the fourth minus 3x to the fourth is negative 2x to the fourth. Right? Don't end up with a term here, so we can leave that out. Then we have negative 3x squared minus 0x squared, which is negative 3x squared. 0x minus negative 2x is positive 2x. And then 2 minus 0 is 2. So that's our final result. Just to clean it up, I'll write it more sequential. All right. And then last, here we're adding. So we're going to align these. So we put this one on top, this one on the bottom. So we have, this time we have a cubed on the bottom, so I'm just going to put a 0 q cubed in front of this q squared here, plus q squared minus 4q plus 9. Now I'll put the other one on the bottom, negative 3q cubed. There's no q squared, so I'm going to put plus 0q squared minus 7q plus 5. So I'm adding this time. So 0q cubed plus negative 3 cubed is negative 3 cubed, q cubed, excuse me. Q squared plus 0q squared is positive q squared. Negative 4q plus negative 7q is negative 11q. And 9 plus 5 is 14.